You know that feeling? You're scrolling through social media and you see someone's life and just wonder, is it really that perfect? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on a really common but kind of hidden trap, this illusion of being wealthy while you're actually just one emergency away from a total crisis. So picture this. There's this guy, he's posting from his amazing high-rise apartment. He's got a new car in the garage, a fancy designer watch on his wrist. To everyone watching, he is absolutely killing it. But behind the scenes, whoa, the reality is pretty startling. He has exactly $340 in his bank account, his rent is 2 months behind, and he just had to borrow money from his mom. That right there, that's the disconnect we're diving into today. The performance of success versus the reality of being financially fragile. All right, so how do you spot this in your own life? We're going to start with the first few red flags, and these are all about the numbers. Forget how you feel or what things look like. These are the cold, hard facts in your bank account that, they just don't lie. Let's just jump right in with warning sign number 1, and it's a very, very direct question. I want you to take a second and honestly answer this for yourself. If your main source of income just vanished tomorrow, how long could you actually survive? A week? A month? This one single question cuts right to the very heart of what real financial security is. And that question, it really gets to the core of this huge difference between your income and your net worth. See, a high income feels amazing. It feels like security, but really it's just a flow of cash. It comes in, and for so many people, it goes right back out. Your net worth, though, that's your foundation. That's what you own minus what you owe. It's the thing that stays and supports you, even when that income flow stops. And look, this is not a low-income problem. You might think, oh, a 6-figure salary, that's the magic bullet. But get this, research shows that 48%, that's nearly half of Americans earning over $100,000 a year, are still living paycheck to paycheck. That is a staggering number of people on a high-speed hamster wheel that just looks like a racetrack from the outside. And that leads us straight to our second big warning sign. This one is really sneaky because it feels so normal in our culture. It's this critical difference between having a lifestyle that is financed versus one that is truly funded. So here's the key distinction. When you finance something, the bank owns it. You're basically just paying for the feeling of ownership. It's really just debt dressed up as success. But when you truly fund something, you own it outright. That's actual wealth. One is an emotional decision to look successful. The other is a strategic decision to be successful. All right, this brings us to sign number 3 with another really direct question. A flat tire, an unexpected medical bill, your fridge breaks. Could you handle a $1,000 surprise right now with cash you have on hand without having to whip out a credit card or take out a loan? Well, the answer is pretty shocking. According to a recent report from Bankrate, a majority of Americans, 53% of them, cannot cover that $1,000 emergency. That means over half the country is walking this financial tightrope with absolutely no safety net. So, what's the solution? The experts are all pretty much in agreement on this. You need a cash buffer. And we're not talking about money tied up in the stock market. We're talking liquid cash, easy to get to, that can cover 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses. That right there is the gap between financial fragility and financial resilience. Okay, so those first signs were all about the numbers, right? The math. But these next warnings, they go deeper. They're all about the psychology, the mindset that keeps people stuck in this cycle, even when they know the math just isn't adding up. This quote is just so true. You can know all the financial rules in the world, but if your mindset is actively working against you, you are never going to make progress. The biggest hurdles are usually the ones inside our own heads. And that brings us right to warning sign number 4. You're performing wealth. Social media has just poured gasoline on this pressure to look like you're doing well, right? This performance, it taps into this deep human need we have for status. But man, it comes at a steep financial price. And here's the key distinction. Looking wealthy and being wealthy operate on completely opposite logic. To look rich, you spend money publicly on stuff that depreciates, that loses value. To be rich, you direct that same money privately into assets that appreciate, that grow in value, quietly, in the background. This brings us to the 5th sign, and honestly, this one's a total game changer. Is your income active or passive? See, with active income, you're trading your time for money. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. Simple. With passive income, your assets, like stocks or real estate or business systems, they generate money for you even when you're not actively working. So here's the bottom line on this. Even a super high-paying job is not true financial freedom if it's your only source of income. It's a job you can't afford to quit. Real freedom comes when your money starts working for you, not the other way around. Now for a much quieter sign, but it might be the most telling one of all. Do you ever feel that sense of dread about opening your banking app? That feeling of avoidance isn't laziness. It's actually a form of emotional self-protection. You're protecting yourself from confirming what you already kind of suspect, that things aren't going so well. But here's the harsh truth. The accounts you refuse to look at, they don't just magically get better on their own. Gaining clarity, even when it's super uncomfortable, is the absolute first step toward making any kind of positive change. You've got to face the numbers to fix the numbers. Our final warning sign is one that just blindsides so many people. It's this false sense of security, this assumption that your current job or your clients or your industry is gonna be stable forever. It's living as if tomorrow is guaranteed to look exactly like today. People who are truly financially secure, they don't just hope for the best. They prepare for the worst. They build multiple income streams, they create redundancy in their financial lives. They understand that hope is not a strategy, preparation is. So, after hearing all of this, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, but the point of this whole explainer is not to judge you. It's to give you the clarity you need to start taking back control. Remember, these signs aren't some final verdict on your life. They're a diagnostic tool. They're just designed to help you see the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. Because you really can't start to fix a problem until you can clearly see it. And that leaves us with one final, pretty powerful question. When you spend, when you save, when you invest, who are you really doing it for? Is it for your future self, or is it for an audience, whether it's real or just imagined? Answering that one question honestly might just be the most important financial decision you ever make.